What's up, champions? What's up, my legends? Cody Hunter back here with another video for you. Now, I've just been flowing here today on Saturday, just getting some work done, a bit of planning on some new programs coming up. And I just thought that, it'd be a good opportunity for me to sit down and share a little bit about my personal goals here. And I'm not doing this because this is a 2020 kind of a thing. I'm actually just gearing up to finish off a little 90-day program that I've been on. And so I wanted to share what the next stages are for me, how the progress has been over the last 90 days, and just share some insight about what I've been up to with regards to training and nutrition and whatnot. A bit of a backstory there. I returned from overseas about a year ago. And, the first 6 to 8 months of that was purely getting used to New Zealand life again, which meant lots of calories. So an increase in calories, especially from alcohol, and a decrease in activity, through no longer walking anywhere. Like over in Asia, you walk everywhere. Hills are everywhere. You're dropping your kids off through walking and picking them up through walking. Coming back to here, it just became driving everywhere, decreasing activity, increasing calories. What's gonna happen? We're gonna slam on a little bit of body fat. Now for me, I slammed on, I think I came here early 100s, and I went up to 112, all-time heaviest. Now, there was a stage where that 112 was actually quite a dirty 112, like an unfit 112. The photos I've got of that, which I may share one day if I ever have enough guts to do so. Guts, get it? But anyway, that was at a weight where I wasn't functioning well, I wasn't sleeping well, just lots of things weren't working for me. So I jumped on this program. I started training again by myself. I just started hitting some yards, which meant getting to the ocean side and just covering some ground, mostly walking and jogging and a little bit of running. So I couldn't actually run that far. During that stage, I found actually the Thunder Bros. Boom! Donning the t-shirt today. So the Thunder Bros put out some online programming that I wanted to get into, almost called the 90-day Get Huge program. And so I purchased that program online, which was a 90-day program, obviously. And they actually turned that into a challenge, which I'm now currently a part of. We must only have about 2 weeks remaining of that challenge. So from the period of getting that program, which was high volume programming, it was awesome and I really, really enjoy it. So I actually recomped my body quite a bit. So what that means is that I actually didn't really decrease my overall body weight, but I did decrease body fat and I did increase muscle mass. So the weight on the scale pretty much stayed the same, give or take a couple of kilos here and there. And that's a bit of a lesson. Be careful what that scale says, and don't be so focused on that, because quite often things on the inside are not as it seems. You could be recomping, and here you are staying on the scale every day hoping to see it go down, where in actual fact the body fat is coming down and the muscle mass is coming up, but you're starting to hate on yourself for it. You're starting to think that number on the scale is all that matters, and it doesn't. So for me, I knew that was a recomp based on my photos, but I also knew it was a recomp based on my performance. I was stronger, I was faster, I was fitter, I had more agile, I got my energy back, I just started feeling good again. So although my scale still read about 111 to 112 kilos, I was a different person physically and mentally. So I had a huge benefit on that. So I used this opportunity to actually get big. We'll try my best anyway. But now my next stage moving forward for the next 3 months, it's going to be all about cutting some body fat. Because I'm carrying way more body fat than I should be. All around the belly, and it was, as some of you will already know and you know me, a lot around the ass. My thighs and ass carry a lot of my fat. So I need to get rid of all that. Now to do that, I'm gonna change my programming up a lot. A basic rundown of what my programming is. I'm gonna hit the gym every single day with some outdoor training as well. On Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to do a full body split program on each of those days. I'll obviously twerk things around from push to pull, but we will be hitting, a full range of body parts on each of those days. My mission will be only to lift weights for 30 minutes. I will be hitting some cardio along the way as well. So my best shape I ever got into in terms of cutting body fat and how it went really well was when I was prepping for a bodybuilding comp, where I did fasted cardio in the morning, I lifted weights in the afternoon. That was basically how it worked. Now I don't have the time to do that now, so I'm just gonna tweak it up a little bit. So I will increase the cardio on those days that I'm lifting. So we have 30 minutes of cardio, whether it's rowing on the treadmill, those sorts of things, plus the lifting. And Tuesday, Thursdays are going to be more CrossFit style programming, more circuits, AMRAPs, rounds for time, chippers. That would be the workouts I do with mates down the gym, and we have a real good blast from it, like get a real good sweat on. And that's some of the most fun workouts. On the Saturday, we'll have the Saturday Supper Sesh, which is always a long chipper style workout. There'll be some sprinting and running and things in there as well. But again, it's just another way to really get your performance up and obviously really get you fitter, stronger, faster, and it will ultimately always help me decrease some body fat, right? It's going to. And Sundays for me will be really cruisy day for me. It'll be either a jog or a run, maybe even just some cardio on the treadmill. It's gonna be real chill, keep the energy down a little bit so that when I hit the ground running on Monday, I'm ready to smash it. Now, with all that being said and done, that's gonna be my basic programming. Of course, it's gonna be tweaks and changes along the way based on how my results come. So that doesn't really mean jack shit unless my nutrition is in check. So what will need to happen there is I'll need to understand my daily intake of calories, what I need to do what I'm currently doing, and that's including everything else. So my total daily energy expenditure, including my workouts, my resting, my moving around, whatever it is. I need to understand what that is right now, but if I wanted to maintain my current weight. Now, obviously I don't want to maintain it. So my goal will be to go into about a 10% calorie deficit, a 10% calorie deficit. So whatever my total is, minus the 10% off, and that's what I'm going to hit on my daily basis. Now for me, foods, I work best with nutrition when foods become a bit of a habit. So for me, it's better if I eat the same food for every meal. I'm not trying to like hold myself back from all the things I enjoy. I actually really enjoy these foods, but it's just simple if I do it the same way, whether it's just eggs for breakfast and I've got, spinach omelets or whatever it is, I'll plan it out. So it's basically the same food on most days because it works best for me and I don't have to think about it. Keep it real simple. Another really good strategy I have is to have a food cutoff time in the evenings because I don't snack during the day. Snacking time occurs after 7:30, after the kids have gone to bed. That's when that cupboard back there gets opened and whatever's in there will get put into this one, right? That's exactly how it works. Cookies, potato chips, chocolate, whatever it is. Bottles of wine, cold beers, it doesn't really matter. After 7, that's when the fun stuff starts. So if I have a cutoff time for that, then that's what will be. 7:30, nil by mouth. Nil by mouth. So nothing passes these lips after that time except for maybe some tea or water. That's basically it. So that really helps me understand and stay on the rules. And this is not a negotiation. It's not if I'm hungry, if I'm not. It's just the best thing for me is if I cut it off, then I'm good to go. I know I'm going to eat enough calories throughout the day. I know that I don't need any more in the evening. That's purely just the habit of doing this. Now, another way for me to, maybe get away from that is actually to take evening walks. So I did this for a little while there just before Christmas, and I was really enjoying it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday evenings, get the running shoes on, and I'll do a walk, jog, hitting around 5K. Now, in the evening here in the summer in New Zealand, it's beautiful. The kids are in bed. I don't need to worry about them. We're just going to chill out for the evening. So I get there and do some yards, and it was so good. Set you up really well. It helped me rest in the evening and get some good sleeps. And ultimately it kept me away from snacking. That's going to be another strategy that I use as well. I'll need to decrease the old calories, increase the activity a little bit, with a real focus on performance here. So I'm not necessarily focusing on bodybuilding prep where my main priority is just to get shredded. I'm not doing a cutting cycle. I'm focusing on performing well in terms of my strength, my fitness. I actually want to improve my 5K run. So the fastest one I've done this year was about 26 minutes, considering like this time last year, in November last year, in 2018, we were hitting a 21-minute 5K. So for someone of my size, where I'm not actually a runner per se, it was a pretty good time. So I want to get myself not down to that. It took a lot. I'm not prepared to invest the amount of time that it took me to get to that speed, but I'll invest enough time to get my 5K down to around 23 minutes. I'll be really happy with that. So my focus is performance. I want to perform well. I want to run well. I want to be strong in the gym. I want to be able to do all these things. And the result of doing these activities to get performing better will be some body fat loss, which in turn will give me what my other goal is. That's my desired goal, to decrease some body fat. So that's a fair analysis of what the game plan is for that. Pretty simple, pretty easy, I suppose, as well. I mean, it's not that difficult. I'm not going to go crazy with anything. I'm just going to ramp up the activity a bit because, again, I love that. When I perform well and I train hard, I feel awesome. So that's really that's a gimme. It'll be the nutrition tweak ups that are going to be the main thing. That's it. They get the results. So I'll stay in touch on this one. I'm going to use my Instagram here to post up my progress. As I said, I'm not sure I'm prepared to share these photos that I had from a little while back because they are pretty phenomenal. Comment below if you'd like to see them. If there's enough interest there, I'll try to find a way to build up some pride and be brave enough to show you. Otherwise, it might just stay under covers until I'm shredded, so at least you can show something good about what you're up to. So there you have it, team. Now, Hit me in the comments below with what your plans are for your fitness and health this year. What's your nutrition goal? What's your physique goal? What's your performance goals? Where are you going? Do you need any help with it? If so, let me know. Of course, you know I do online coaching. I do face-to-face coaching. I'm about to release, well, I have released a new 6-week online program for anyone all over the world. Wherever you are, we can make it happen. If you need some help, let me know. If you just need a conversation on the phone to point you in the right direction, let me know. We can make it happen. No worries at all. All right, team. Thank you all again for tuning back in. Have an awesome day. And of course, we'll see you all again in the next video. My name is Cody Hunter, and I'm out. Peace.